Powerful earthquake kills scores in Chile, triggers tsunami. You've probably heard by now that on the 27th of February, on Saturday, that's yesterday, an earthquake of 8.8 magnitude hit in Chile. And the original reports were that about 300 people had died. Now, a day later, it's over 700. And it did actually cause extensive damage, but not nearly as bad as what happened in Haiti, because Chile's an earthquake zone, and their buildings are built to withstand earthquakes, and they were much better prepared for this. But still, it really did a lot of damage. And also, after the earthquake, there were tsunami warnings going out that tsunami could hit Hawaii, or Australia, or Japan, or Russia. Tsunami warning canceled for Hawaii. So thank God. Hawaii was okay. They didn't get a tsunami. Some small tsunami waves did come into Japan, but there wasn't any serious damage from that. Of course, a lot of us are wondering, could HAARP have had anything to do with this? Naturally, I went to check out the induction magnetometer. This is from February 27th. It doesn't look anything like what happened with Haiti. The 26th, 25th of February, nothing really suspicious from what I can tell. However, people did report seeing strange light. The Chilean reporter Cecilia Lagos reported on MSNBC that she saw strange lights in the sky, and just before the earthquake hit. It hit them at 3 in the morning, so this was during the night. And I did see also footage of what looked like blue or green flashes in the sky that happened just before the earthquake hit. But there is a phenomenon called earthquake lights, and this has been documented apparently infrequently going back to ancient times, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. But the first time it was recorded on camera was in 1965. But what was recorded were flashes of light. Not rainbow clouds, aurora borealis type of lights, but flashes of blue-green light that kind of look like lightning. I would note that it seems to have been noticed and documented more since the 90s and 2000s. In case you're wondering, the HAARP project started up in 1993. So what they recorded in 65, unless it was the Russians with some similar project doing this, it wasn't HAARP. Oh, and if you remember, the director of public relations for HAARP, Rich Garcia, said that you can create aurora borealis type lights with HAARP. And we did see that just before the Sichuan, China quake. There are a few pictures that have come out now of rainbow clouds in Chile. To me, this looks suspicious. I mean, there may be some natural explanation, but you have the PR director from HAARP admitting that HAARP can cause these types of lights, and you have these a couple days before the earthquake, so not the day of. They're from the 25th of February. Any political reasons the New World Order might want to do damage to Chile? So this is from today. Quake, tsunami kill more than 700 in Chile. Elections also seem to be a kind of magnet for earthquakes. Chile had recently had an election. This article says the quake poses a daunting reconstruction challenge for President-elect Sebastián Piñera, who takes office in 2 weeks. Region Brazil, Venezuela, Chile lead Latin American arms purchases. It says here the military rearmament policies of Brazil, Venezuela, and Chile have set off alarms in South America. The leaders of those countries are claiming the purchases are only to replace largely obsolete equipment. And the article ends, nevertheless, most of the press is depicting a worrisome outlook that points to the emergence of a third millennium Cold War. Chile leads the arms race. It says no one talks about Chile, but it's the country leading the arms race in Latin America, said Carlos Gutierrez, an analyst at the Centro de Estudios Estratégicos of the private Universidad de Arte y Ciencias Sociales in Santiago. Leading the arms race in Latin America. Could that get you harped? Okay, another thing I like to look into when it comes to things like this is drills. Were they doing any drills at the time when this happened? Okay, this is from last October. Volunteers from 18 countries participate in tsunami drill. Volunteers are taking part in the simulation of a quake more than magnitude 9. That's similar to the one that triggered the massive tsunami 5 years ago off the Indonesian coast. It would be kind of logical that, countries would prepare for something like a tsunami, especially in Asia. But yeah, okay, they were doing a drill. 18 countries, that's a lot of countries, doing a drill in October of last year. U.S. launches largest Asian war games in Thailand. They're in their 29th year of the Cobra Gold exercise, what they call a multinational showcase event, which is taking place in Thailand. This article ends off with U.S. Ambassador Eric G. John. It said the focus of the exercise was on joint peacekeeping operations and humanitarian and disaster response, for which it offered unparalleled preparation, citing the 2004 tsunami relief operation as an example. Here's the Cobra Gold website. They won't tell you much here. But if you go to Share or Die, you can see some of the things they do. They eat scorpions and drink cobra blood. Blah. Tsunami response exercises, March 24th, 2010. Says the NOAA and the National Tsunami Hazards Mitigation Program are providing the framework for tsunami response exercises on March 24, 2010. California counties prepare for Katrina with tsunami drill. Yeah, 3 counties in California are apparently preparing to do a massive drill on the 24th of March involving a huge tsunami. It says it's not if one will hit, but when. And when it does, California's North Coast communities will be ready. Well, good, they should be ready. They're doing a drill 24th of March, so not exactly right now. But there seems to be a lot of talk about tsunamis these days. Anyway, yeah, a few drills going on all over the world before, during, and after the earthquake hit, involving tsunamis. I don't know if it's significant. What I think is more significant is Chile leading the Cold War of the 3rd millennium and the rainbow clouds. That I think is worth looking into.